Hey guys, we're here at the amphitheater. We're waiting for him to kick off the music and basically get started because this is going to be the Trail of Lonesome Pine. I'm going to try to get maybe a little bit of the music, but since they had some last night, I might kind of skip over and just do most of the drama. Or that's what they're calling it. They're calling it the music and the drama. But the play is actually going to be Trail of Lonesome Pine. So hang in there and we'll get it. And this is the Trail of the Lonesome Pine play. I'm talking quiet basically because I don't want to interrupt anything. This is going to be good. I'm going to try to get most of it, so just bear with me.
Yep. I was born a child of this mountain, and I was raised to be a man of this land. Gave my years to toil upon this rocky soil. Built my home with my heart and with my hands. I remember when I was a young man, and I promised never to roam. Hunted woods and fields, swam this river, climbed these hills. With my heart and with my hands I made my home. I can hear those mountains singing to me on the wind of a gentle springtime day. When I hear their song, I know where I belong, and I know it's here I'm meant to stay. We were born children of these mountains. We were raised to proudly wear these bands. With our family, we have everything we need. In this home we make with our hearts and hands. With our families, we have everything we need. In this home we made with our hearts and hands.
Yeah.
Well, Ruth, Dave, you come home.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much money to be made out west, Judge. Just trouble. Just trouble.
Trouble always seems to have a way with you, Rivers.
And I always seem to have my way with this.
You sure do, Ben Ruth.
Well, I see some things never change around here.
Hey, where's Junie at? I haven't seen none of her around here.
Why? Are there no girls like Judy out there in California?
No, ma'am.
But there's sure a lot like Sadie.
Now, Ruth, that weren't nice. Not nice at all.
Come on, Uncle Joe. Where's Junie at? She ain't picked up with some other boy now, is she?
Settle down, young Dave. She's probably out walking in the woods again, I reckon. You know, she's always a walking and a dreaming and a singing to herself.
Well, she's out there. I'll go find her.
Well, that's a right impatient boy there.
And that's a mighty fanciful girl you raised, Judge.
Yeah, that's our Junie, all right. Fancy.
Stirred you, didn't I, Judy?
Dave, you're back.
Did I come straight to see you?
Well, I reckon you oughta, but it ain't safe for you to be here. Them Phelan's were to kill you if you never came back.
Well, they gotta catch me first.
It ain't hard to find you if you go about the woods whistling like that.
I'm gonna listen. The Raiders are coming! The Raiders are coming!
Well, howdy, miss. You from around here? What's your name? I guess the cat's got your tongue. Such language. I taught you how to talk like that.
My paw. And he's gonna shoot you if he finds you snooping around here.
Certainly not for fishing. So, you gonna tell me your name?
Tell me yours first.
Well, my name is Jack.
Then my name's Jill.
Well, then it's a pleasure to meet you, Jill.
Judy, where you at, girl? You got chores to do.
Who's that? Junie? Your mammy?
No, he ain't. It's my stepdad. Well, I'm gonna catch hell now.
Your pa sure did a good job teaching you how to talk.
Yes, he did. And he'll teach you a thing or two. If you stay here, he might not shoot you, but he'll shorten you up.
Here I am. And I can speak for myself, Judy. Now you stay away from him, young gal.
No, don't hurt him off. He ain't got no gun or nothing. He ain't even...
Now I told you to get. You stay right where you are, young gal.
Looks like I ain't the only one that can grow there.
Hi. How are you, sir?
Pretty well, thank you. How are you?
Fine. That's a mighty bright girl of yours. What you mean by telling you not to hurt me?
You ain't been along in these mountains, have you?
Well, not in these particular mountains, no. Why?
What's your name, stranger? And what's your business here?
Well, as you can see, I'm fishing. Now, why does everybody in these mountains want to know what my name is?
Now you hear me.
Well, yes, I hear you. But suppose I don't tell you.
Yeah.
No, his name is Jack! It's Jack.
Jack.
It's Jack something or other.
Oh. So you're that geologist coming out from a bluegrass I've been looking for. So you're Jack Hayden.
Well, to my friends, yes. That's a mighty dangerous joke you just pulled. Suppose I had a gun myself. You think you could scare me?
Now it weren't no joke. And I don't go waste time to scare folk. Now I don't reckon you know who I am.
Frankly, I don't care who you are.
You're getting mad, young fella. Now I'm mistaking you for somebody else, especially after you speared young Dave like that. I thought you might be one of them ladies. Now, I'm Judge Tolliver.
Judge Tolliver? You mean like Devil Judge Tolliver?
Well, now I'm devil judge of my enemies, and I'm just plain judge of my friends. So I reckon you can call me Judge.
I guess you can call me Jack. I just don't understand why a man can't go about his business in the mountains without telling everybody he sees what his name is.
Well, now, if a man don't want to tell his name in these mountains, means he's up to some devil with this he'll provide know that. So take some advice. Anytime you're asked your name in these mountains, just go ahead and use that name. Now, Junior, I want you to run back to my horse and get that bag tied to the saddle. Now, Jack, I've been told you're mighty interested in the coal right here.
Yes, sir. I reckon a man can make a fortune in these mountains, assuming he knows where to look.
You ever seen any coal like this here?
This is candle coal. This is bird's eye candle. Where'd you find this?
Well, on my farm, I say it's about 5 foot thick and no part.
No parting. How many people know what a parting in a coal bed is?
What's a parting, Paul?
Well, now, Junie, a part is separation between the coal beds. And if there's no parting, that means it's working for it. Ain't that right, Jack?
Yes, sir. Do you mind if I take a piece like this back to my office to analyze?
Yeah.
Thank you. Say, if you don't mind me asking, where'd she learn to read?
Well, now, a preacher came by our place about 3 years ago, and before I knowed it, He made me promise to send her sister Sally to some school down there kids in 7. But now you know it worked out pretty well. Sally hadn't been home more than a month until she done learned Junie how to read and spell.
So you have an older daughter?
No. Sal died about a year ago.
Sorry to hear that.
But she has a little sister,
A
Biddy.
stepsister.
You know, there's a new school in the Gap. You should send June there.
Nah. I couldn't get along without my gal. Now, Jack, you get do your fishing there. I want you to come down to the cabin, right down that path there, and we'll fix you up some good mountain villas.
Well, thank you, sir, but it's getting kind of late. I should probably be getting back to the Gap.
Well, now, it's mighty bad manners to turn down a suffering back. Besides, you want to see that go on the ground? I'm going to have to show you where it is.
Well, all right then. Thank you.
Ah, he'll come.
That little girl may have just saved my life. Her pa might have shot me.
Maybe he ought
He didn't. Oh, but I will.
Wait a minute. I know you. I've heard stories about you. You're the Red Fox. Red Fox Taylor.
How'd you know?
Well, I've heard stories about the man that runs through these mountains with shoes on backwards.
That's so nary so can tell if I'm coming or going.
Why would it make a difference to me whether you're coming or going?
Well, now it makes a mighty difference, mighty sign of difference to some folks.
Not to me.
Well, I wouldn't be learning for you. I know you.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah, I know you. I've been watching you from up there. I seen you coming up the creek. I know exactly what you're looking for, but now, did you see any sign of what you was after?
You mean like some moonshine still? I've been in these mountains long enough not to tell you if I have.
Oh, I'm sure you hate it. That's good. Real good.
Mr. Fox, I mean, Mr. Taylor, what have I gotten myself into?
I am a roving gambler. I've gambled all around. Wherever I'm being led, I lay my money down. I lay my money down. I lay my money down. I've gambled down in Richmond. I've gambled up in Maine. When I came down to Richmond, I gambled my last game. I gambled my last game. I gambled my last game. I had not been in Big Stone Gap many more weeks than 3 till I fell in love with a pretty little girl. She fell in love with me. She fell in love with me. She fell in love with me. She took me to her parlor. She pulled me with her fan. She whispered low in her mother's ear, I love this gambling man. I love this gambling man. I love this gambling man.
As I wander out under the sky, of Jesus the Savior did come for to die. For poor unreal people like you and like I wonder as I wander out under the sky.
My Lord, getting mighty busy and helpful all of a sudden, ain't you? Now that you're going away.
I reckon you'll be mighty glad to get rid of me.
Not at all. Kids like I'm gonna be having a hard time after you're gone. I'm having a hard time doing all these chores, and you know I've been feeling poorly, and my rheumatism is getting worse every day.
Now, don't fret. Old cousin Uncle Bill is right over there, and Cousin Loretta's coming over to help you if you get sick.
you.
Hush now, kiddies. Or I'll...
Or you do what, Miss Junie?
Morning, Paul. Where you been?
Well, I've been out scratching around all morning looking for coal for Jack. And you know, there's at least 5 or 6 places that coal crops up right here in the cove.
Is Jack coming soon? You got school to start opening the gap.
Now, Junie, I can't introduce you to go yet. Well, you're saying that you won't do hard. I mean, those stepping, they can't hardly do nothing. I don't see how we can get along with that.
Mom, I noticed over the last month putting up some vegetables you grown this summer. The root cellar's nearly full. Maybe we can handle the rest of our chores.
I just don't know.
You promised Jack that I would. And you always say that a man of these mountains never goes back on his word. Besides, Lorraine can come over here and do the cooking and the cleaning if you need to.
Yeah, let me think of it, son. You seen anything in your upper roof this morning?
Uncle Ruth's coming. Does he have to?
He's kinfolk,
But I'm
Junie.
not scared of Uncle Ruth. And if he came back around here, things are going to be bad with them lately, but then you know I'd be safer in the gap.
Now, Ruth has a good heart. Just look how he took care of young Dave and raised him like his own after Dave's mom passed.
They ain't no better.
Well, now, it's understood since you was born, you and Dave are to get married. That is, when I decide you're old enough.
You know his pa old Dave ain't been no account since all that. There ain't been a time I not seen him where he wasn't turning up a jug or strumming a little guitar of his'n.
Uncle Judd!
Hey, good! Well, there y'all are. What you been up to?
I didn't sleep. We've been watching them payments all night. They got their eyes on you, Judd.
You know, Judd, I guess we should have stayed out west like we promised you the favors that we would. But you know, these mountains, they just call a man back home.
Well, draw a charge and have some breakfast.
I ain't had nothing to eat on today, too.
Well, have a tater or two.
Why don't we just take the whole darn bowl?
Shoot, that ain't no proper way for a lady. And I don't know where you learned such talk.
I reckon I do.
Well, I guess you better not let June go off to the gap with this Ferner, you know?
You know, Dave's right, Judd. You don't need to be going over to the gap right now. You need to place her in my hands with this more of the systology you famous for. Out west, I kept thinking about you every day and how I was a protector for your family.
And Ferner.
Now, wherever you go, Jimmy, honey, I'll watch out for you.
Oh, I bet you would, Rudy.
Now, you just need to turn her over to me right now, because I know how to take care of a gal that age.
Judy's a going to the gap. Judy, you're going to get your stuff. Well, we're leaving.
June can't do that to me.
Come on, baby. We're leaving.
I feel like that off of this.
Of course you will. Just like you did those little boys.
I stand on the corner
Miss Bibby. And good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Joe. The investors came to the Jack this morning. I thought that
Jack, I brought him a book to take to town.
that's great, Jim. I've made all the arrangements.
Now, Jack, to be honest, I'm gonna steal it for your June's sake.
Don't you worry, Jim. She'll be living in the safest boarding house in Jack. I'll make sure she's safe, even with the fighting going on between you all in the favor.
Yeah, I hear that. I heard that Judge Bud broke up that last fight before young Dave got himself hurt.
Hurt. They kind of started.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we started playing curious already home after that fight, my little girl, and she was sassing you.
Yes.
Loretta told she was reaching for a sweetheart.
Oh, she did.
And sister said it was a lie, because when she grew up, she wasn't gonna marry. Ow!
Sit down, Bibby. Now, I said sit down. Now, that serves you right for blabbing things that ain't none of your business. That's you. Young girls must learn to control their temper. Now, Jack, I've done all I could to investigate the scene cold. And you know, it appears that seems the foundation is holding down the rain.
I think you're right, Judge. It's making you a mighty wealthy man. Here's a stack of investment bonds that came in just today. Each bond is worth about $5, and there's thousands more coming.
Well, take it back to town with you. Let me make it my name. His safer there. Now, Judy, take this Winchester with you.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'm carrying my own.
Well, now, Tolliver's rarely leave home without her. And besides, if there's any trouble, Judy will have it taken care of before you get that out of your holster.
All right. Are you ready, Jim?
Now, you both be careful. Now, Jack, you're a friend of mine now, so them fans will be looking for you.
Don't you worry. I will keep you safe.
And Judy, look out for yourself in the gap. And Jack, too.
Yes, Mom.
Come on, Bib.
Here, let me carry that one.
Oh, I can carry it.
You know, your cousin Loretta doesn't know how to ride a mule.
Well, Loretta ain't got much sense. But don't tell me I don't want to hear nothing about Loretta, no way. Do you see that tree? I love that old Lonesome Pine tree there since I was a little girl. My sister Sally used to tell me stories about it. She said it was mighty curious being way up here all alone like that. Like it got lost sometimes. But she said that sometimes she'd come up here and talk to him. Sometimes it would talk back. She said she could hear it just whispering to her when she was down in the cove. Whispering, come, come, and she'd just climb right up here. She said she thought it was our mammy calling to her to sit a spell. After that winter fever that took our mammy, she back for Sally. Oh, and after she died, I hear folks saying how she risen up in her bed with her eyes right wide open, saying, I hears it. It's a whisper and I hears it, come, come. Folks said it was the fever talking, and that crazy red fox said it was the spirits coming to get her, but I know it was that Lonesome Pine tree that I never let on. Maybe the spirits did come through that tree, I don't know. I reckon that's one reason I came up here that day we met. See if it had anything to say to me.
Well, I'm glad you did. You might not have made you worry.
Or got yourself shot. At first I thought your fishing pole was a rifle, but you was a Phelan. You sure scared Dave.
Were you afraid?
Huh? I wasn't a fear to you. I ain't a fear to nothing. I'm the Tolliver. Besides, I thought cigarettes way too pretty to be dangerous.
Oh, you don't like my clothes?
I do now.
Well, it's all the same now. The way people dress and talk in the mountains is different from the way people dress and talk in the mountains. You want to try to act a little bit more like that?
Well, I don't know how. I ain't seen them yet.
Or do you want to try to talk like them because everybody who's learning tries to talk the same way? Now, for example, you said, I see you when I was lame. Now, what you ought to have said was, I saw you when I was blind.
I guess you think I'm good enough for town, and you just want to make it like somebody else. Not as a circle lover, not a child of these mountains. I reckon if you don't like my clothes and the way that I talk, I better just go back home.
No, Jim, just wait. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I like you just the way you are. I love the way you are. But other people just aren't always so kind. Now look here, Jim. You can be Devil Judd's daughter and just as fine a lady as any.
I'm a fool, that's what I am.
You know you're not. You know, I heard you was singing that day we met.
Don't you mean you heard me singing?
Well, yes, I do. You have a beautiful voice. It reminds me of my sister. She's a music teacher up in Louisville.
Up in the bluegrass? Oh, Jack, do you think that we could go sometime and she could teach me?
Well, maybe. But you'd be far away from these mountains.
Well, Mr. Jack Hale, I guess I'd follow you anywhere.
Where you been, boy? I ran into some trouble over in the gap.
Again? Seems like you need to stay away from the gap there, boy.
He set up the police car Jack Hill about started. Reckon you've heard he got himself elected captain.
Well, now, Jack Hill is as far as clever fellas I ever seen. His word is good as his bone.
You're just mad because you can't do what you please no more.
Well, you just wait till he comes up here after you all.
Well, now, Jack Hill knows me and Billy got his skill up here just as well as you do. He ain't never asked a question nor refused an answer.
Why can't you make peace with Jack?
Yeah.
Your sister Loretta there sure seems to think mighty highly of him.
Well, of course Loretta does, but you can't trust these farmers. They're trying to come into our country and they're trying to run it.
Now, Dave's right. Now, we've got Uncle Billy here as justice of the peace. We don't need no more law around here.
I'll see the vision last night. There's trouble coming to these mountains, and the Lord told me straight from the clouds.
What sort of trouble, Red?
Hell, it's railroads and coal mines. It's going to raise taxes so that a poor man sell his corn and his logs just to pay him, and he ain't gonna have nothing left to keep him from starving to death. And this war's a coming on. Oh, there's gonna be shooting and killing over there. And over here. Oh, I seen all this government last night in my vision.
Taxes ain't going to be raised, Betty. And if they are raised, folks will be better able to pay them. All that big money goes down there in the gap. Now, Jack Hill said my chemical would make me into a rich man. So I done went and sold him most of this here land.
What?
Yes, I did. And it's his now. And he can do with it as he pleases. Because I'm his friend. I'm going to go on being his friend long as he goes as he's going now. And I ain't going to see him bother. Long as he tends to his old business.
All right, Judge Tolliver. You're gonna regret it, trusting that bird.
Why don't you just shut up and get all out here, Red Rock? Lord, we should have never let him marry our sister. I hate that old devil. Now, there you have it. Judy don't need to be away from home right now with this war coming.
Well, now, Jack Hill promised to look after Julie and her education. Besides, if there's any trouble, she can take care of it better than young David.
Oh, wait a second now. Jack Hill don't want Judy in the Gap for no education.
That Jack Hill sure is a handsome stuff.
He sure is. Oh, hush up already. You know Jack's got his eye on June. He ain't interested in you.
Well, how'd you know? He gave me a ride on that old yellow millions, did he? He ain't gonna have that for June.
That's because Judy knows how to ride by herself. It ain't like he's sending you to school in the Gap neither now, is he?
Yeah, well, Jack came here just the other day. He said he was taking Judy with him to Kentucky to visit his sister as soon as school's out for the summer.
Yeah. And then he said he's going to take her on off to New York City to study music and singing.
I'll kill that Jack Hill if he keeps June away from me. I mean, away from here.
Jack Hill ain't sending her away from here, boy. I was sending her away from here. And she's going to stay there in the Gap, go to Kentucky.
Boy, don't you call me boy. Don't you never call me boy.
Never seen it.
I've never seen them. Always abused among themselves before. Serves them right. Devil Judd, I think you make me look at you glad. And all because of one small gap. Lord, you surely work in wondrous, strange ways.
If you really come home to stay back here.
You know, since you've left, I've been feeling mighty poorly, but since you're home, there's plenty of work to be done. You sure haven't changed a bit.
Jack, I can help you stable your horse.
No, thank you.
Jack, remember that time you gave me a ride on that old yellow mule in the Gap? I declare, Jack, that was the best ride I ever had. I sure would like to see you in the Gap sometime. Come, let me help you.
So you ain't good enough for him as you are you? He's got to send you away so you can be made up to be fit for it. See you over in the Gap with him.
Well, I don't remember seeing you there.
Folks aren't always seeing me when I'm seeing them.
You've been sneaking around through the woods spying on me.
had a mighty good reason. I was seeing if he was up to some of his foreign
Don't
tricks.
you think I can take care of myself?
No, I don't. I don't know any gal that could with one of them foreigners.
Well, he ain't. He's not up to any tricks. And what do you think Paul would think about you protecting me?
Don't care. Are you going back to school again?
I don't see how that's any of your business, but yes, I am. I'm going up to New York to study music.
I reckon you think you're going to marry Jack Hill, don't
Well,
you?
he ain't. He hasn't asked me yet.
Well, you're being honest with me. Now I'm going to be honest with you. You ain't never going to marry Jack Hill.
Maybe you think I'm going to marry you?
Well, I know that you ain't going to marry him. How do you think he's going to ask you? Why do you think he keeps sending you away? It's because you ain't good enough for him, gal. Where's your pride? You ain't never going to marry him.
They're here.
Well,
Hey!
Hey,
howdy, neighbors. Oh, my goodness. Come on in here, everybody. We're going to have us a good time here. Enjoy yourself. Come on in here. Howdy, 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 howdy. Well, y'all going to enjoy yourself because you're listening up right now because I got a big announcement to make to all your friends and neighbors. And this is my announcement. Now, y'all know our Judy's been down in the Gap for a whole year schooling. And then she spent the summer in the bluegrass of Kentucky with Jack's sister. But now, my gals are going off to New York City to study music and singing. Right now, she is going to favor us with a favorite battle of mine, Marietta. You sing it pretty for me, Jimmy. Start sucking us the corn. I guess we ain't got many pickings today. You might get it out. Wait. Come on, Jack, you're play too. I got a spot picked out just for you. This is your lucky spot right here. Now, whoever gets the first lucky regular going out of your bag, gets the prettiest guy here. And you can't back out, you hear me? All right, so, are y'all ready? Dig in there, boys.
Get it out! Get it out!
Wait, look here. Now, look, I ain't no radio card, but he's got one. I don't know. Come on, Jack, go went and found that first lucky radio card. Now, Jack. First guy here, you can kiss her stinky.
Well, I'm not really in a kissing mood.
We are! Well, seeing as how you have no right kiss, you can kiss me. And you can kiss me to stay kissed right here in front of everybody. I don't care if the world knows how I feel about you.
Well, you sure changed your mind mighty quick. Well, now, Judy's little sister has done went and learned a new song just for this special occasion. Now, you sing it pretty big.
Hey guys, this was our stay. I hope you enjoyed watching. I know it's probably some long videos, but hey, We had a ball, we've had a blast. It's been an awesome place to stay. So come check out it. Their cabins here at Appalachian Mountain Cabins, and have fun at the tunnel. All kinds of stuff to do, place to see, lighting up the tunnels, just all kinds of cool stuff. Events coming up with, you know, the blockhouse and all kinds of stuff. So all kinds of stuff to do for summertime fun. And it goes through all the way up just about to the end of August. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Have a good one, guys.